This seems like a good spot to cry. Guys, it's me, obnoxious, and I'm not reviewing anything with Whyboy. Well, remember a few weeks ago when I said that I was doing a review with Whyboy, and I lied and asked him. But
like obnoxious? Like, what are you doing in my bath? Oh,
I'm doing the vlog. Go away.
oh, like spas. Oh,
Stupid girls. Well, like I said, I asked him, but
The sad thing is, this is less annoying than the movie I'm reviewing.
Hey there, Yogi Bear, never seem to have a care, always on the run. Big butts and I cannot lie, you other brothers can't deny. Now when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get struck.
Now with that annoyance out of the way, welcome back to Cartoon Corner. I'm your host, Whyboy, as always, and as a special guest, we have my head writer, Puppet. Yes, Puppet has felt kind of left out of the videos recently, so I decided to have him be a main part of Cartoon Corner's second annual Halloween special. But wait, we need to have our costumes on. Looking good. Now to celebrate Cartoon Corner Halloween. By first talking about last year's. Last year I reviewed my first cartoon reality, which if you're new to the show, is a live-action movie based off of a cartoon property, like last year's review of The Cat in the Hat. And it was truly scary. Scary in the sense that it's scary to think an actual team of people thought that jokes like this...
Who is this?
That's my mom.
Awkward.
were all you needed to fill up an entire movie. But I think Puppet can demonstrate what I truly felt about the whole experience in that movie. So what's scarier for our second Halloween special than to review another cartoon reality? Nothing at all. This is Yogi Bear.
Aww.
But first, a little backstory. Yogi Bear was created by Hanna-Barbera in 1954 as a supporting character in a Huckleberry Hound cartoon, but Yogi quickly outgrew that show and became more popular than Huck ever was. He started his own TV show, The Yogi Bear Show. It was clever and brilliantly animated for the time. Hanna-Barbera found a way to reduce the number of drawings needed for Yogi's cartoon to around 2,000 frames, which helped them save tons of money doing animation. But we're not here to talk about Yogi's high points, we're here to talk about his low points. Puppet, why don't you tell them what the basic problems with this movie are? You're absolutely right, Puppet. There is nothing to say about this movie. All we can really do is just stare at the vast and relenting stupidity that is this piece of modernized ass. So get ready to watch a movie that's dumber than the average movie, because this is Yogi Bear. We start off with a family eating lunch in Jellystone Park when you-know-who shows up in a very unrealistic looking bush.
Boo-boo! I think it's time I introduce myself to that picnic basket.
You know, Yogi, we could just hunt for food. All the other animals do.
Actually, the actors who play Yogi and Boo Boo are actually one of the only things I really like in this movie. Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake pull off playing Yogi and Boo Boo to an excellent degree. It's just the rest of the story, humor, and characters that really sinks it. Anyway, Yogi, after reminding us that this was a film made to squeeze every last dollar out of your parents' pockets, or 3D movie if we want to get technical, we cut to Ranger Smith, played by ToonGrin, putting away some flyers when...
Ranger Smith! Sorry about that.
Oh no, someone calling his name makes a loose grip on everything he's holding. Oh, what a lovely romp of jokes. So Ranger Smith is told by Ranger Jones, who's played by T.J. Miller, that there's a bear disturbance, and after we're told the one unfunny joke of TJ's, we get the introduction to Jones's weird fetish for riding the armadillo here.
Okay, copy that, sir. I'm actually gonna hop in the armadillo and make some rounds.
Jones, you know that the armadillo is for head ranger use only. I might need it at any moment to deal with a park emergency. Why don't you finish stacking those trail maps?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, 'cause that's what future head rangers do. They stack maps.
Gee, I wonder if he'll become head ranger through some underhanded means. Cut to Boo Boo and Yogi setting up another picnic basket snatching device.
That should do it. Test rock.
Okay, Yogi.
Weight sensor triggered. Basket in position. Launch spring starts coiling. Firing pin drops. And... bullseye! I'm so smart it hurts!
And all they have to do to notice it is just stretch their legs under the picnic table. It's genius! So after Yogi and Boo Boo throw a rock to hit Smith on the head, Smith begins to talk about their bear disturbance. And is it just me, or does this character's bland acting remind you of anybody?
Oh, no, look, Yogi, we've been over this many times. Bears are supposed to avoid people, not run around stealing their food.
So take your own advice. Relax. Who knows what's around the corner? I dream of my first building going up in America.
Hey, William! From the Titanic, the legend goes on. I think we found your bland cousin. That's good bland character. Anyway, Ranger Smith tells Yogi that maybe he should try and act like all the other normal bears, but then a pie, which in all honesty I guess was going to hit his face the moment they tried to set this joke up. It's Yogi in the face. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. We move on to Ranger Smith meeting up with a documentary filmmaker named Rachel, played by Anna Faris. And let me just say, she probably has the worst joke gimmick in the history of joke gimmicks. All her joke is just saying, hey, I lived with insert animal name here for 6 months, and now I have the quirks of those animals, but I'm a human. Isn't that funny? Ah ha ha ha. Seriously, this joke is written like it wasn't in the original script in the first place. It's written like an afterthought. Oh, and she also brings a poop joke into the mix of the movie.
That's amazing. Well, then what did you use for ink?
Bird poop and spit.
Classy. Anyway, Rachel is there to shoot a documentary on Yogi, and after Yogi falls on top of a bunch of flyers, making the joke count concerning the flyer stand, the two unfunny ties, we abruptly cut to City Hall, where Mayor Brown, played by Andrew Tilley, is talking about how the city is bankrupt.
Bankrupt? No. We're a city. Cities don't go bankrupt.
Well, they do when they're broke, sir.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to find some money somewhere, right? Because I'm about to run for governor. How am I gonna do that when my own city is going bankrupt?
You know, Puppet, I think this guy might be evil, but he's being so subtle. So yeah, the mayor's a greedy asshole who wants to become governor of the state. Haven't seen that before. So now he has to get some more money. And after some other subtle hints that he's evil...
Is there anything we can sell?
You already sold the public golf course to condo developers, 2 of the 3 fire stations to that frozen yogurt company, and you were selling the library, but it burned down.
Oh, yeah. That was gonna be one of those make-your-own-donut places.
No.
Yeah. If you can dream it up, you can make it.
He figures cutting down Jellystone is the only way to do it. So in fact, this movie is a tree-hugging environmental film. This you should be afraid, and Puppet? Hey, Puppet! Get back here! No! Ow! You asked for this, Puppet. And now, we're suffering together. Meanwhile, Rachel is fitting Boo Boo with a camera to shoot a documentary with, and it seems to be shot in terrible wide-angle lens vision. Because all great documentaries look like that, right? The mayor then comes with evil music accompanying him, so that you can really know that he's evil now, and also to give the Rangers the movie's typical goal. $30,000 in funds made in a week. Oh yeah, and Smith in frustration goes to Yogi's cave, where we see two painfully obvious plot devices that you know will be in the end of the movie, namely the turtle and Yogi's flying machine. Smith confiscates Yogi's flying machine and tells Yogi about the park being in danger of closing, and he should start acting like a real bear once again.
Yogi, your melon is hurting this park. There are repercussions to stealing people's picnic baskets.
Not in my experience, sir. Oh, let go it. On the other hand...
You know what that was, Puppet? That was a stock scream. You couldn't even get your actor to scream? Dear God, Puppet, you take him over for a second. I need a break.
Mayor Smith, mind if I borrow the Dilla? It's an emergency. Somebody parked without displaying their parking decals.
Jones, I would really prefer it if you focused on just maintaining the park instead. Why don't you just let me deal with the park visitors until you had a little bit more experience, okay?
Sorry, sir. Guess that's just the Eagle Scout in me, you know? I always wanted to be in control, be a leader, live up to this fanny pack full of merit badges.
Okay, I'm back. Smith and Rachel then get the idea to have a huge picnic and fireworks for Jellystone's 100th anniversary to raise funds, but during which Ranger Jones is pulled over to the dark side after an unfunny joke.
Why is it only going halfway down again? Doesn't make it No! Oh, okay. All right, so is it a double tap, or do I have to press it from home? Oh, dang it! Let me see one of those flyers. Come celebrate Jellystone's 100th anniversary with fireworks and fun.
And receive $10 off a season pass?
Yeah, it's not a very good idea in my opinion.
Can someone explain to me why this guy is so brain-bustingly stupid?
Excuse me? What is to pay his dues? Nobody pays dues anymore. You're gonna be in charge now while you still know everything.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, buddy, if it was up to me, you would be the head ranger of Jellystone already.
You put me in charge?
In a second? Yes! You know, if this, Centennial Festival didn't work out, I probably could relocate Smith. You know, maybe you could help me with that.
Jonesy, you know the mayor's plan entails selling Jellystone Park, right? And closing it down? What do you think you'll be head ranger of when the park is closed? Huh? Anyway, the picnic is underway and it seems everything is going great, as it predictably always does. But Yogi is wincing in pain to try to contain his hunger. Until...
Donuts! Donuts!
What is with these type of movies and always putting in these scenes where we go into the character's psyche? They're always pointless. Flintstone, the Cat in the Hat, and now Yogi Bear. What's the point, I ask? Cut the Ranger Jones as he uses all his cunning knowledge to stop people from entering the park.
Folks, I hate to say this, but there are no spots left. Forecast call for thunderstorms. Severe lightning. I fear for your young ones.
It's funny cause he's stupid. But then Jonesy gets an actually intelligent but predictable idea.
Yogi.
Jones then goes to Yogi and tricks him into pulling another one of his stupid stunts.
And as expected,
could ask why the water isn't putting out the fire, but nevertheless, Yogi destroys the entire picnic. So the park is now closed, and Ranger Smith has been relocated to Evergreen Park. And who guesses the park is, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, and the joke with the mayor's door window not closing properly? That counts back! Oh, joy, you writers are so uncreative. Back with Yogi, he's finally realized that after all being different cost everyone, he should act like a normal bear. This would actually be a very powerful scene showing Yogi's ineptitude of acting like a real bear and hammer home the lesson that you can't be anyone else but yourself. But the writers undermine this moral when Yogi starts this life-altering change by taking human food and eating it. If the writers had cut this part out and just cut to Yogi failing at foraging for food and maybe being ignored by other bears because he's just faking being normal, then maybe this point would have been stronger. But as for right now, the board's kind of like, who cares? When does Yogi's food come out of his nose? Brilliantly predictable. Oh, in the middle of all this, we get a pointless scene with Ranger Jones, which is Love the Armadillo.
Goodbye, horsepower limiter. There's a new head ranger in town. Perfect.
But Boo comes along Yogi wallowing and tells Yogi the horror of what's happening to their park.
Now do you understand?
What's going on, Boo-Boo?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I think they're just getting started.
So with newfound confidence in himself, excluding that moral lesson he could have had, Yogi and Boo-Boo travel cross-country and recruit Ranger Smith to their cause to save Jellystone. And coaxing Smith kind of went something like this. I've given up. Don't! Okay. Cut, print, next scene. The trio make it to Jellystone and meet up with Rachel, who's realized that the plot device turtle from earlier is endangered and thus would be able to save Jellystone Park. And what does she do with this crucial information?
Wait a minute, you're telling me that there is an extinct turtle living here in the park?
According to Miss Johnson's film, there is.
So, of course, the mayor sends Ranger Dipshit here to find the turtle, which he simply does off-screen, and now all hope would seem lost if we didn't know that Yogi's fly machine was still in the movie.
Here we go!
So after a few scenes in the fly machine that were only put in for the 3D, the mayor's head of staff, literally named Head of Staff, asked Ranger Dipshit for the turtle, but this is when he finally puts 2 and 2 together and figures, duh, maybe the men who are evil might be evil, duh. So Jones passes off the turtle onto Yogi and Boo-Boo, and everything is going to be end up super terrific, amazing.
This movie lady said about... Never mind.
Who'd have guessed that would happen?
In case of emergency, your seat can also be used as a flotation device!
So now we have a completely pointless rapid scene with Yogi, Boo-Boo, and Rachel and Smith after Yogi pulls them into the raft. This scene would be gripping if it weren't for the sole fact that half these shots look totally fake, and the only real reason for this scene was for pointless 3D. After surviving the non-threatening rapids, they confront the mayor after meeting up with Ranger Dipshit.
Logging deal, the law says this park is now a protected nature preserve.
Do you think I care about what the law says? Or about some endangered frog-mouthed turtle? Or some stupid park for families to have a picnic in? I care about power, you pinheads! And I'm gonna get it. Nobody knows this turtle exists. And nobody ever will.
Well, Puppet, it looks like our heroes have failed. There is none bluntly weaved in plot device that could possibly save them now. And I mean it, none. Oh wait, of course. Boo Boo's bow tie camera. Yeah, remember that? That was just completely forgotten about for the entire movie. So yeah, Boo Boo's bow tie camera that he's had on this whole time is used to relay that little meltdown in the mirror, and he's ruined.
And there was much rejoicing.
So Jellystone is saved and Rachel and Smith end up as a couple. Did anyone really care about their relationship? And the movie ends with Ranger Smith chasing Yogi as he steals some more picnic baskets.
Yogi!
I love this place.
Yogi! Yeah, this movie blew chunks. Once again, we have another movie that falls into the trap of being desperate for humor, reaching for any joke that it can connect to, without any sort of developed setup or payoff. Other than that, most of the actors couldn't demote correctly if their lives depended on it, and the characters themselves were among the most irritating things in this film, being either brain-numbingly stupid or bluntly stereotypical. The story is overly preachy and repulsively predictable, as it reads plot points as well as a metal stake weaving through my flesh would. There are some good things in this movie, like Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake as Yogi and Boo Boo. But again, the script's nature of reaching constantly for jokes and its predictable nature, it leaves these characters only hollow shells of the characters we know and love. So again, we have another modernized rendition of our animated childhood, and it sucks the toilet like all the others. Well, those are my thoughts. What did you think, Puppet? Ah, damn it. Okay, who turned off the lights? Aha! It was I! Obnoxious! Uh-oh. What? I kind of broke the lights. I was trying to make this all dramatic and now they won't turn on! Just forget it. What do you want? I want to review what I want to review. I want you to do it with me because it's my anniversary, and if you don't want to do it, then I'll scream and cry and yell. Obnoxious! Shut up! We'll review what you want to review. Just calm down and tell me what it is. Okay. I want to review the Garbage Pail Kids. The animated series! Ooh! Whyboy? Whyboy? Are you still there?
Hey there, Yogi Bear, never seem to have a care, always on the run. Guess you'll always be a clown, never settle down, having too much fun. You're kind of nice to have around, I must admit. But the way you get in trouble makes me think I'm seeing double, yet you always get out of it. Yogi.